Taylor watch.
I almost said, sorry.
I like questioned myself when I went side.
I almost said Merry Christmas.
Let's start again and let's do Merry Christmas. All right, ready?
Yep. Merry Christmas
from Taylor Watch.
My brain literally just farted so bad. Wow, I'm sorry. Yeah, Taylor Watch.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. Yay.
Obviously a little distraction.
Happy holiday season. Yay. Merry Christmas. We're dressed up as Christmas, but also Happy Hanukkah. Falls
yes,
at the same
happy
time.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy
holidays to anybody.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
First things first, Gia. Congratulations to those who attended the Hogwarts Eras Tour. What was it? Reputation TV was announced, of course, for the Slytherins in attendance. Draco Malfoy got the 22 hat.
Yep.
All these things are happening in the fake concert at Hogwarts, which we've been obviously keeping our tabs on. I personally have been. I've been favoriting every single tweet I see about it. But it's just something that we're doing. People are coping when it comes to the end of the Eras Tour. We're making up fake, silly Eras Tour moments. But we have to remember that there are very real concerts going on right now.
Very
real things to look forward to. And as they have had our back all year, they brought us to the Eras Tour in Miami. Game Time has got us covered.
Yeah, you guys know how much we love Game Time, and Game Time is perfect when it comes to the holiday season because giving the gift of an event is something that is timeless. It's priceless.
It's a
the
perfect
memories
gift.
that you make at a concert.
I meant to tell you yesterday. So I was on. I filled in for Rhea on Chicks in the Office, and they also had Game Time as one of their besties as well. And Fran said, "Me and Gia have been looking at Gracie Abrams tickets." And in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, Gia was already talking about getting those tickets."
That's funny.
So I was like, "Oh, really? Cool."
Yeah. Hopefully, she doesn't get them before I do.
No. I don't think she will. You gotta. I just gotta say though, you gotta. Coordinate that.
Yeah, totally.
So she doesn't.
Totally. So just like Kelly said, I was looking at tickets for Gracie Abrams, looking at amazing Game Time Picks deals for them, only at Game Time. And Game Time now has a new feature, Game Time Picks, which makes it even easier to get to a game, filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats. So what are you waiting for? I'm definitely going to buy those Gracie Abrams tickets before Francesca does. Now with Game Time Picks, take out the guesswork of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TWATCH for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TWATCH for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Very excited about the holidays. No, I'm personally not. I don't know why I just lied there. I'm dreading the holidays.
So excited. Actually, no, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I say no. I'm actually, this is the worst holidays ever.
Half. Yeah. I'm like excited. I think I'm excited for Christmas more than last year.
Yeah.
I think I was a little, had to stick up my butt because I was like, I don't have like a home to go to. Like I'm staying in New York. Like my parents come to New York. But it was so fun that like I'm almost looking forward to it more this Christmas.
Totally.
And yeah, I don't know. I do like the holiday season because I do like to see my family. It gets fucking hectic.
Season.
Hectic as hell.
Very hectic. Yeah. No matter how you slice it, whether you have a big family or a small family or whatever, I feel like the holidays are always hectic in one way or another. Yeah. You can't avoid it. But we prevail. We carry on. We do it. We enjoy ourselves and we have fun. I think that this year, personally for my family, will definitely be a difficult holiday and probably the start of like a new age of holiday, like what we're gonna do for the holidays. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, as much as I'm not looking forward to all the tears that are coming, I am excited to switch things up, generally speaking, moving forward. Yeah. Sometimes I think you got to shake it up a little bit. Like we've been doing the same Christmas for 35 years for me, and it's like, let's get out of our comfort zones a little.
I'm going to my cousins in Darien.
Oh.
And
Darien,
I'm like,
Darien, la, la,
I don't want to go to Connecticut for Christmas. Like,
yeah, Connecticut's tough. We love it. We love our Connecticut Swifties,
sorry to all the Connecticut people, but like,
it's only 95.
Getting on the fucking train to fucking Connecticut, and it's just like Darien. We usually just go to New Jersey. I'm like, New Jersey's where it's at.
New Jersey's always where it's at.
So are you gonna go to your grandpa's?
So we'll be going, I believe, to my other cousin's house for Christmas Eve, which is usually where we would have Christmas Eve at my Nana's house. Which we're not going to that house. We're going to a different house. But then Christmas Day we're doing nothing, which is usually what we do. Which I do love that. I love doing nothing and like not having to change out of PJs and just like drinking champagne all day. Yeah. Like that's usually how Christmas goes. And hopefully we'll have a little bit of that in the air.
Yeah,
it should be nice.
It's gonna be just me and my brother and my parents. Francesca will be with, and that's what's annoying too. As I get older, Christmas becomes less fun and more just losing all your money and losing your family.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Figuratively and literally.
Yes, exactly. Literally and figuratively. Yes, it does. It's exactly what happens.
This is the second year in the row that Francesca is going to Joe's family for Christmas.
It sounds like Joe's family wins Christmas.
And I'm like, screw you guys. That's my sister, not yours.
Guys, I'm going home.
No, literally. That's
true, though. The holidays evolve as you get older, and especially if you are someone who gets married and has kids, like you then try to decide like whose house are we going to go to, where are we going to bring the kids. A lot of people, Gia, a lot of people shuffle between families, and I didn't realize how many people still do that. I thought we're all over.
We've always done on off. So like we'll do my mom's side one year, then the next year is my dad's side.
Well, not even year. I'm talking about day. People do the trek.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Unless you have family that's like 30 minutes away from each other. Right. I guess that's fine. Even still, that's a lot of
15.
That's a lot of chatter.
It's a lot of chatter. It's a lot of gas. Gas is expensive these days. I don't know if you saw. I was driving down the highway in New Jersey. I wasn't driving. My brother was.
I haven't. And actually, that's not true. No, I filled up my tank in Martha's Vineyard, and woof, my God. Full tank was like $70.
Yeah, that sucks.
Then my grandma was like, "Oh, was it TJ's idea to fill the tank?" And I was like, "No, it was freaking mine." Yeah, I've also been seeing my family so much,
right? True.
That I'm like, what? I don't even really have a lot to say anymore. Like, there's only so much small talk you can have.
Of course, and you only have so many updates. I feel like that's every time I see my whole family, they ask me for like an update on my whole life. But then once I'm all updated, I got nothing going on.
I got nothing.
I auto default to like Taylor Swift facts, because I'm like, I don't know. This is these sit in the back of my brain, so I might as well expel them.
Are you still at the kids' table for holidays?
No, I'm not. Which is
because
nice.
you're the older.
I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest grandchild on one side, and I'm the third oldest on the other. And but the one side of the family, we never do we don't really do holidays together anymore. But then I'm so much older than the other kids, so now it'd be weird. Like if I was at the kids' table, the kids would be like, "Get this adult out of here!" Like we want to talk about kid stuff.
I'm in like the purgatory.
Yeah, you definitely are right now.
I'm not old enough for the adult table. So me and my cousins who are like around my age and TJ, we were at like the side table that wasn't the kids table, but it wasn't the adult.
They put like attached to the big table.
Literally, and everyone was just like, "You guys good back there?" Like, I might as well just stick me at the kids table at this point. I'd much rather talk about Skibbity Toilet and Riz than make awkward conversation.
I speak TikTok.
I understand the youths.
What is it?
Gen Alpha.
Z-A?
No, I'm Gen Z.
You're
so
Gen
the
Z,
one below
Gen
me.
Alpha.
Gen
Boy.
Alpha. Yeah.
That was we were talking about it later. Coming up on the episode later on. Speaking of family and kids and Christmas, a very good friend of mine, Jack, wrote a book about a pup who waltzed into their house one night and just became their puppy, and it's called A Stray Dog for Christmas. It's really exciting. So we have a whole thing. He comes on. He brought Susie,
super cute
the
story,
precious angel dog.
He has 2 daughters that are huge Swifties.
Yes, 2 daughters are big Swifties. His wife is a Swiftie, also in the Bay Hive. So good people, good people.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that at the end of the episode. We get in depth about all that. But I forget why I even.
Family.
Skibbity
I think,
toilet.
Right?
I brought up. Right. Skibbity toilet. Okay. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Right. That is where I left off.
Circle back onto Skibbity Toilet.
Circle back to Skibbity Toilet. But so I said during that interview, I had seen a tweet, and I sometimes I forget when we're having like a serious convo about the book, and I'm like, I saw this tweet that was like, kids under 20 are illiterate, and it was like, why did I say that? It's just one of those moments.
My children are.
Yeah, he's
are
like,
very well read.
My kids are good. But but I saw it, and it sparked my interest because I was like, yeah, I guess so. Because the kids who are like 20, 18, 19, 20, they're like, a lot of formative shit happens between like 13 and 16
totally,
and 17.
Totally.
And you can read by then, but it's also like, think about the younger kids who are like 5, 6, 7, who during COVID, like that was the time you're supposed to learn how to read, write, and do all this shit. And that people are, the tweet was funny. It was like, talk to anybody under 20 years old and they're all like half illiterate. Like they have no idea. You have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, they just have a totally different language.
My, Joe's, Francesca's husband's nieces and nephews, they did such a good job of like raising their kids because like they like don't do screens like at all.
Smart.
So and they've all already read Harry Potter. Like
obsessed.
They're like yes, and it's
just
stuff like that gives me hope for humanity.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I do feel like there's just like a lack of open the schools. We always say
open the schools. Yeah. It's important. But
the children love the books.
Yes, the children love the books.
But the children love the books.
And it's true. And I know we're book girls.
Yeah.
We're book kids and we're book girls. And I think that
it's like a thing that's kind of almost passed down. Like
yes,
Francesca is such a book person that like she passed it down to me, and I feel like I'm gonna pass it down. So like if I have kids, like
absolutely,
it's a even just reading like the stupid books that we read, like the fantasy sex
novels,
dragons, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
It's still such good like energy for your brain. Such good,
absolutely.
Just keeps your brain like functioning and focused. I feel like when I'm reading a book is when like my brain is the most focused, so it's nice. Whereas when I'm scrolling my phone, like I can't look at one thing for more than 5 seconds.
It's such a better alternative, and honestly it will like calm you down. And I always say that about audiobooks as well, just because you can like get shit done when they're playing. But I find that like obviously reading a physical book is the best, but if you don't have time to sit down for 6 hours and read a book, it's great to have the audiobook because you can be like doing errands and whatever. But you surprise yourself how like you can allow your imagination to like get into a story even when you're just like listening. Like it's same as a podcaster, same as, whatever.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
And I feel like people don't try it enough, but it's the original form of escapism. And I just feel like people need to remember that. You don't need to be on TikTok all the time.
That's so true.
It is very addictive.
Yeah. Well, we won't have TikTok in a couple weeks.
Yeah, what do we think about that? We think that's going to happen?
Everything I've seen is like, yeah, it's happening.
Damn.
My mom sent me a TikTok.
I like don't want it to. TikTok is like a totally separate world for me and then the people there like think of me differently and I like it.
No,
like,
I know. No, TikTok is like is my safe
there.
space almost.
Yes.
Like I feel like most of my comments, most of the people that like interact with my stuff are so nice that like I will miss it. Like for the most part.
Yeah.
But my mom sent me this TikTok and I'll try to regurgitate, but it's a bunch of legal jargon, so it was hard. But basically, like this case is like would have to go to the Supreme Court.
Right.
And the Supreme Court doesn't have to hear like every case. So since that this is like more of like a right-leaning issue or like this like more right-leaning people like want TikTok to be gone.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court is more right-leaning, so they don't have to agree to hear if they want to appeal the case.
Do it. Yeah.
So they can just if this goes through and then they want to appeal it, the Supreme Court can be like, no, we don't want to hear about it.
Damn.
And what was the other thing? Oh, so and basically they have to, if the Supreme Court says okay, we'll hear it. They basically have to prove that getting rid of TikTok is more detrimental to like the general public than they realize it is.
I see.
Which
it's a hard argument.
It's a hard argument.
Yeah, it's a hard argument because there's a lot of negatives.
Be like, yeah, exactly.
There's
like,
a lot of
negatives. Well, it's an app.
Right, it's an app.
But so many people make their livelihood off of this.
I know, and that's the problem. I think it's obviously the problem. So many people make money off of it. Also, too, it's just it's a very, at least my TikTok, my For You, whatever. It's a very creative place.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that should be encouraged.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so much of that. I mean, obviously there's so much shit on there and fucking garbage as well. I wish there was a way to like figure that out. You know what I mean? Like, you know what maybe would be good? Like community notes on TikTok. Like, maybe that could be the could solve everything. Because I do think that people worry about TikTok riling people up and misinformation and whatever.
Misinformation gets spread very easily.
Exactly, which I get. Like and that's true. Like people could just, if you speak to your camera with conviction and tell some kind of story. Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, no,
you're an expert clearly. Like you know what you're talking about. But I think community notes, something like, I don't know, maybe could help, but yeah, it would be a shame. It'd be a shame. I mean, I know that that our Taylor Watch besties love our TikTok.
I know.
So
it would be, and it's like, yeah, like a year of hard work for us, like down the drain, which like kind of sucks. Like,
I know.
And yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see how like Barstool adapts to
totally, because it's
that.
become such a huge. What about Jack Mac?
I know.
What I mean? Like, what's he gonna do?
I mean, I feel like
move to Instagram. Like, I guess.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, I don't want to I don't want to act the way I act on TikTok on Instagram.
Yeah, we were saying this last night on Fishbowl. Like, I have like different personalities for my different platforms.
Yes.
Like my Instagram is way different, and sometimes you can get a little silly on Instagram, but like. I don't know. My
people don't
my
get
family
it. Like,
follows me there.
exactly.
And you can see like who likes your stuff. Like with TikTok, everything's kind of just like I'm aloof to like who's liking, who's seeing, whatever.
Right? Because you don't. It doesn't show you all. It'll
like you
show
can
you
see
when they're
who
liking
looks
in
at
real
your
time.
stories. You can't see who looks at like your TikTok.
Right. It's too right. I don't want to know that people see my content.
Yes.
I just want to know that it has been seen. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I just don't. I want to just hope that it's in the abyss, and I want strangers to comment on it, and I don't want anybody I know to ever see anything I've said.
And that's why I feel more relaxed with TikTok.
Totally.
Like I don't care about like shit posting there.
Same.
So
should we start cranking it out like just the last month? For the next month.
Yeah.
Just get, like 5 times a day. Let's just fucking.
I know, but then
we'll both individually do it.
Then if it fucking goes, then what was the point?
Then what was that point?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
the last hurrah. Should we start learning dances again? Just start doing.
I'm a savage.
Yeah.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. I used to do all that shit, like for real.
I mean, Gia, I don't go deep on my TikTok because there's a couple of
were
like.
You still Team 6?
Yeah.
Oh, I know about.
No,
but
I low-key wish. I low-key wish I was. I was so jealous of them. They were being so funny on that. Like, they really, especially because we know them. But no, I wasn't involved in that. But I was like looking cracked out in my apartment, like doing weird dances. Like, no, it was embarrassing. Like, I thought about that the other day. I was like, I gotta hide those videos. Like, this is mortifying.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta live your life.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. You think about it too in terms of music to bring it back around to Taylor. Like, there was a time where, remember, Taylor was withholding her music because UMG was like had something with TikTok.
Issue,
and then they figured it out, brought it back, and it was fine and good. But I do wonder about artists that go viral on TikTok, and like most of their careers can't take off.
So
Honestly,
many people now.
Gracie Abrams,
that's
so true. When like she was already famous. But she has the one, like the super viral.
No, totally. Noah Khan, you could say the same thing with Stick
Khan,
Season.
Absolutely.
Like, so many people had their
Doja
big
Cat.
breakout moments from TikTok. 100%. I mean, like, I feel like
so many people.
Yeah, so many people, just in general.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that for sure. It's like and you have to think about like all of the Bejeweled dance and all these other.
They brought that on to stage.
That was from a TikTok.
Exactly.
Like, so it is crazy. Like, and all the trends of the fun Taylor Swift trends that we get to do, and all the fun games, whatever. Like, yeah, it sucks. Like,
watching the Eras Tour live, like that started on TikTok.
Yeah,
like, people started doing that. People did it. Tess was always doing it on Instagram, but I think she was the only one that really was going hard on Instagram before everybody kind of did both and whatever. But yeah, it just feels now to be too a part of like
culture.
Pop culture.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Yeah.
That it would kind of be crazy to get rid of it, I think. Like, I felt that way too about Vine, though. Like, I was like, we can't get rid of Vine. But then they came out with TikTok, and it was like, all right,
but Vine didn't have that.
It didn't have the same as TikTok.
No, it didn't.
It did not have the same impact.
Yeah.
But it did. It was like a glimpse at what TikTok would be. Like, I was addicted to Vine.
Yeah,
like,
oh my
more
God,
ever
same.
than I am to TikTok. Like, I was the queen of Vine. Like, not on it, but like watching it.
Yeah.
I knew everyone. I knew all the backstories. Like, I was obsessed with it, and I just thought it was so creative. Like, how people would, a fear length film in 6 seconds. It's like, how does this happen? But so I don't know. I hope that they can come to some sort of agreement for regulation or whatever. Like, I'm okay with that.
The gist is like somebody has to buy it.
Right.
And it's so expensive. It's like $50 billion or something.
And it won't
so,
be like Elon
The only
Musk.
people that can buy it is like Apple, Microsoft, like stuff like that. So I don't know.
And even if that happens, it's going to start getting weird.
Yeah.
Like, Apple will make it weird. Microsoft will make it weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm surprised Zuckerberg isn't trying to buy it.
I think nobody wants to touch it because of like the infiltration of your data, the data breaching.
Sure.
It's a lot to uphold, and like I don't really know. I don't know the
I don't know either. Obviously, the
specifics of it. All I know is it's expensive. No one wants to touch it, and it's not looking good. basically.
Someone's got to step up for the world. You know, someone's got to step up.
Seriously, if Elon Musk is the fucking savior that he claims to be,
he's probably pro getting rid of it.
Probably, honestly.
If he's, Mr. Right-wing guy all of a sudden. How about Nick Jonas?
What the hell?
Nick Jonas, for those who didn't see, quote tweeted Elon Musk and was like, "Bring us to the year 3000." And it's like, dude, come on. Everybody's like, I can't believe I cried when he got diabetes.
No, people were like, raise insulin prices now.
Yes.
It's like, it's like
people are pissed. And I'll say,
Well, it is kind of crazy that to be a diabetes advocate and then fucking say that you love Elon Musk, like those people do not care about fair prices for people that have to pay for insulin. Insulin is fucking like $300. It's insane.
I know.
That's why I said I'm always a Joe girl. I was
always a Joe girl.
Joe has never said anything out of pocket. I know Kevin. I'm pretty sure just the whole Jonas fam is on that
they're
side.
Definitely like MAGA vibes. Yeah. Well, they're
Jersey
guys.
People.
Yeah.
You know, Italian, Jersey Italian.
We got a couple of people where, in Jersey that we try to sweep under the rug, and the Jonas Brothers are definitely
I was shocked though. I was just like, wait, what was the point? Like,
you're right. There's just no point. The thing though is like, I wish I could like Elon Musk again. There was a time where I liked Elon Musk. I thought he was like, I was like, you know what? He's thinking about the future.
When he was like coming onto the scene, you know, he's like, oh, he's cool.
Exactly. I was like, he's cool. He's thinking about the future. I respect somebody that has a lot of money that's thinking about those things that we're not thinking about. And then somewhere down the line, it will definitely benefit society. Like I do, and I do still think that. I think like Tesla is good, like whatever. But now that he's involved in politics, and it's almost like he's pulling the strings behind the scenes in politics, drives me nuts.
He needs to stay in his lane.
Like, all right, you don't know what you're talking about. People look at him, like, people treat him like he's literally a part of Trump's cabinet now. Yeah. And it's like, why is this billionaire dude who like speaks in video game speak? You know, my brother told me about that. He was like, I don't like Elon because he just talks like a gamer and acts as if it's like his own. Like, that's how
because
he is.
Because he's so rich that he controls anything.
You know who he wants to be? And I said this, and Sam agreed. He wants to be Eggman from Sonic. Like, that's who Elon Musk wants to be.
Well, he looks like him.
He looks like him, but he like, that's also what he does. Like, he's this super genius, allegedly, and like,
he's like a bad Iron Man.
Right. And that's just kind of how he's coming out. But even Eggman, Jim Carrey, I just recently watched the Sonic movies, I don't know if you could tell, but Jim Carrey plays him, and you can tell that he wants technology to be good and be useful, but he also is like smart enough where he wants to control the world. And I think that's what Elon Musk has got.
I saw this tweet that was like, Elon Musk has the ability to like help the world so much and have money left over. Like he can give like so many people so much money. He can give, help in so many different ways, and he just doesn't. And I think that's the number one reason why he's so focused on robots and fucking Tesla and all this bullshit. AI that's literally you generate one fucking picture on AI and that like puts so much carbon emissions and so much bad shit into the earth. Like AI is what is killing the earth and is the number one cause of climate change because of all the supercomputers and shit that it takes to do it. Going on?
I honestly don't know that. I don't know much. AI I am a person who maybe one day in the future I'll understand it, but I'm afraid of AI.
Yes.
I'm very afraid
well,
of
you
it.
should
like,
be because it is literally it is the number one reason why.
Interesting.
Yeah, because of the technology that it takes to make AI. It's like all these supercomputer like engines and the energy. It just sucks. Okay, I see. So much energy.
I see.
So yeah, I mean, it's just so disappointing. So
you know what I got actually? Not Elon aside, his good guy rival who also might not be good, Zuckerberg. I think that they are like yin and yang in different ways. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like and by the way, I love Zuckerberg now after he was romantic with his wife. Like all the romance he puts on his wife. I'm like, this guy's
Z-Pain.
Cool.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, so funny.
Hilarious. Like he's starting to grow on me finally after so many years. I've kind of forgotten about the Social Network movie where I hated him. But Jesse Eisenberg. But I recently got myself Meta glasses. I have Meta glasses. Ooh. I keep meaning to bring them in. I just got them last week and they arrived. They're fucking cool, Gia. They're sick, and I'll bring them in. But they are also scary. Like you can talk to them. Like you could say, "Hey, Meta glasses," like "Hey, Meta, blah blah blah," and then she'll tell you like it'll. Oh no, you say you put them on, and it'll be like, "Hey, Meta, what am I looking at?" And then it'll be like, "You're looking at," and I was sitting on my couch, and it was like, "You're looking at a beautifully decorated Christmas tree with a what seems to be an electric fireplace going." And I don't like that. It's very detailed and like creepy, but I kind of. So that's my first toe dip into AI.
Can you see things through it?
No, it's like they're like regular glasses.
Okay.
So you put them on, and then there's like a little camera. There's like little cameras on both sides, and then there's like a light that will go on if you're recording. Okay. So what I want to do one day is like wear them and record the whole way to work.
Oh, that'd be cool.
To see how it would look.
Yeah.
And so I'll do that one day. I'm just scared. I'm just kind of scared of it. Like, I don't know.
It's a lot.
Technology scares me a little, but
Same.
I also love it. So it's like,
Yeah.
But I'm open to that. I'm open to Meta glasses. But yeah, talking like I don't use Siri. I'm whispering so she doesn't hear me. I don't use that. And I also don't have my my Alexa hooked up in my house. I have one, but I don't have it hooked up.
I have my Alexa. I love my Alexa.
Yeah.
I just wake up every morning and I go, Alexa, what's the temperature? And she tells me.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
That's the only thing I do with my Alexa. And I play music out of it.
You know why I didn't plug my Alexa back in? Because I watched that movie. I don't know which. I think it's got Zoe Kravitz in it, where she like. Let me look it up. She herself is like managing what the hell? I hope High Fidelity it's called. And she oh no, it's not. I'm so stupid. I think it's Zoe Kravitz. Hold on, give me a second. Because I don't want to butcher the things. It's actually a really good movie. Kimmy? Yes. Kimmy, it's called. A tech worker with agoraphobia discovers recorded evidence of a violent crime, but is met with resistance when she tries to report it. Seeking justice, she must do the thing she fears the most. She must leave her apartment. So she never wants to leave her apartment, but she works for like Amazon essentially, and she goes through all of the recordings that like the Alexas take. Like, if you go on your phone in your Alexa app, you can see like recordings. Like every time you talk to Alexa, it records it. Oh, so that like started freaking me out.
That's
and then
funny.
So the thing is like this shit was, I know, right? So this shit was recorded, like accidentally recorded a murder, and so she's like trying to report it, and everyone's like, you can't, whatever. So that movie freaked me out, and I was like, damn it, Alexa's always listening. Like, I can't keep her plugged in.
Yeah, that is the good. It's the good and bad about that stuff, because like, yeah, something happens, and like you need that information, or like God forbid, like someone falls or something and hurts themselves, can't get up. You just be like, Alexa, call 911.
For sure, right? That's smart. Oh, that's a good argument. Maybe I'll just plug it back in. I do live alone.
Yeah, you never know.
Do you think Taylor Swift has Alexa?
No,
probably not.
I feel like her house is very high tech, but like not in the Alexa sense, in like the sense where like she has something even more than the Alexa, you know?
You
like
think so?
I don't even know what that would entail.
Maybe like
I feel like she just has like an iPad that just like
a smart house.
Yeah.
I would think she either has smart house or she has like no technology at all and lives like it's the year 2000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
I kind of feel
maybe she has like one like Amazon Echo or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like she definitely has like a Sony sound system in her.
For sure. Also, I bet she gets all this stuff for free. Like she did she did all kinds of stuff with Amazon, specifically Amazon Prime and whatever. Like I bet they send her whatever she wants. That would be nice.
That's funny. I can't imagine her being like, Alexa.
Yeah, what if Taylor Swift wakes up and is like, Alexa,
what's the temperature?
What's the temperature? Yeah. What's the temperature, girl?
Yeah, it is.
Alexa, put cat food on the grocery list.
Yeah, right.
You know? Like,
it's interesting, like, and I feel like we have this conversation a lot when it comes to like how she is like alone, like with the Christmas stuff and Thanksgiving, like does she bring her own food or does she make it? Does she have all this technology?
Right.
I really wonder how in touch she still is with like real life and being like a normal person, and I really do think
it sounds like
she's very completely like does her own like work within the house, like makes her own food, she cooks, she cleans, she knits, whatever.
For sure.
So it's nice to know that like at least it's for some points of her life, like she tries to stay
absolutely
normal and humble, whereas I feel like so many
cool.
celebrities are just
some of the celebs. Well, celebs are crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I saw a thing the other day that was like, why aren't celebrities cool anymore? And somebody said that it's because the mystery is gone. All of them have Instagram and TikTok and whatever and Twitter, and like we get to know them too well. So it's like it's almost like they're more attainable. And I kind of agree with it.
Yeah.
I was like, because social media definitely humanizes celebrities, and for the best, maybe, so people don't like shit on them as much, but somehow people shit on them even more because they're like, you're actually a shitty person. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel more about like when people like freak out over influencers. I'm like,
right.
They're literally just the only reason that they're like one step above you, or in your head they're one step above you, is because they have followers
completely
on their phone.
Right.
Like there's no, you know,
on
like
their phone, and like people, like maybe a couple people in the street have recognized them.
Whereas celebrities, like they're in like movies and TV, and you know they're like
mass marketed.
Yeah. I don't know, but no, I agree. they've. It's like, well, I feel like now there's certain ways to become. They keep dropping like flies.
I know they keep.
There's like certain ways to become like cool as a celebrity now, and it's almost like you have to. Like come off as normal as possible, like come off as normal. Whereas I feel like it was maybe more cool to be like elusive and
definitely.
Where is she and what does she do and what is she
spending her money on?
Yeah, and like now like Timothy Chalamet is like press tour for a place or what is it called? A thing unknown, a world unknown, or
something unknown.
Yeah, what is it called? A place unknown.
A place unknown.
Like a Rolling Stone.
Like a Rolling Stone.
Like a complete unknown.
Complete unknown.
Yeah, like a complete unknown. Complete unknown. But his like press tour for Complete Unknown has just raised him up as like this totally cool, chill, like makes you want to hang out with him, which I feel like now is kind of the move for celebrities. They almost want to be like, it's like almost as if I show you that I'm normal and cool and you know, like you would want to get a beer with me, whatever.
For sure.
Maybe you'll leave me alone.
Totally.
You know,
it's like maybe you'll be like, oh, he's just like me.
Yeah.
Because there is an element, and we see it all the time with Taylor, that people don't like when like they don't like if they want to peg you as like, oh, a rich celebrity who like doesn't go to the grocery store and like doesn't like, people get resentful of that at the same time. So everyone's like, oh, look at me, I'm just like you. Yeah. I personally prefer the I like when celebrities stunt. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a celebrity. I expect you to like have a massive Rolex and drive an expensive car.
Because sometimes they can come off as like inauthentic if like a celebrity's like, well, it is
I
like,
think it's
like
way
political
more fake.
people sometimes too, where they're like, here's a beer and sports. Yeah.
It's like,
you know?
chill,
like you can kind of see through that sometimes.
I will say, I do think it's authentic when Trump orders McDonald's all the time. I think that man just loves McDonald's.
Oh yeah, totally.
And who doesn't?
And he loves a Doke, a Diet Coke.
And he loves a Doke.
Yeah, big time. That's always very funny. Which I don't get, because he's friends with that RFK guy who hates
it. But did you see when he forced him to take the photo like eating McDonald's? I think that was him being like, don't worry, everything will be okay.
McDonald's is safe. No, like I'll never get that stance. Like I feel like everyone can come together on the fact that we love McDonald's.
Oh yeah, of course.
Do not take my McDonald's away from me.
It's not going anywhere.
No,
it's not going
please.
anywhere. It's too big of a.
I need my chicken nuggets and my Big Mac.
Same. I had McDonald's for dinner on Monday.
I've been addicted to McDonald's breakfast lately.
Ooh, it's so good.
So good. Every time I go to the airport, I'm starving.
I know.
I'm literally
me too.
so
I
hungry.
didn't eat lunch. Did you
I
eat
know.
lunch?
Neither did I. I need to order food when we're done with this.
Same. Anyway, so we're I don't even know what we're talking about.
No.
I just we're both starving. That's maybe why. But anyway, so we are excited for the upcoming holiday. As you guys know, we won't be no
episodes next week.
This is the last episode of the year.
Yep.
And we just hope everybody enjoys their holidays and everything. So,
hopefully we'll have a lot to talk about when we come back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
But, you know, there's always something to talk about, so we're excited about that. Gia, despite the fact that it is a balmy 50 degrees in New York City today, something throwing me off, I still don't really want to leave the house, honestly. Yeah. I'm exhausted from these days. We're preparing for the holidays. We're preparing to, spend time with family, spend time with friends. I'm out to dinner every night, trying to squeeze everybody in before the end of the year. But what I need to be squeezing in my downtime is a little bit of working out, okay? I need those endorphins. I need to feel better, but thankfully I can do that from the comfort of my own home thanks to Aloe Moves.
A lot of people are going to be having New Year's resolutions, getting back to the gym.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of the year. You don't have to worry about getting back to the gym when the gym is in the palm of your hands.
Oh,
it's as easy as that. I'm so glad that we discovered Aloe Moves, because if your bed is anything like ours, the gym is losing that battle 9 times out of 10. Aloe Moves is a health and wellness app that brings you your best workout to the comfort of your home, whether you've got a full hour or just 5 minutes. Aloe Moves has a class to fit your schedule. They have everything you can think of: yogas, Pilates, strength workouts from beginning to advanced, and you can stay on track with whatever you're doing, or start a guided program, or just try a new type of workout, whatever fits the bill. And it's more than just fitness. They have meditation, sound baths, nutrition tips, self-care tutorials, so much to explore with Aloe Moves. So go to aloemoves.com and use code TaylorWatch for 30-day free trial, plus an 20% off an annual membership. That's aloemoves.com, code TaylorWatch for 30-day free trial and 20% off an annual membership. aloemoves.com, code TaylorWatch. Shall we Call in the monarchy.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, did you think this year would end with that one more parlay from the draft queens?
You fools make me laugh.
Hear ye, dance, fool, because we are here with another parlay.
Dance for me, jester.
Dance for me, jester. Now, this is entirely Gia. Gia's got she's got the football mind and all of our silly puns, I think, at this point, for me anyway, that I could come up with. So what do we have going on, Jay?
I think we've already did something along the lines of this, but at this point, it's getting hard to find these Taylor Swift adjacent parlays.
Usually it's like a little bit of a stretch, and it's like, sort of. So that's where we're at.
So I think we've already done this, but I did Taylor's hometowns and then threw in Cleveland for Travis.
Love it.
Because we were kind of already talking about how, last game was the home game for Travis because he's from New Heights. So with that being said, let me pull up what we sent to them. And first is Tennessee Titans money line.
Ooh.
So that means that the Tennessee Titans, we think, are going to win. They are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wait a minute. Didn't that just happen?
No.
Who did the Jaguars just play this past week? That's so sorry, I'm interrupting for no reason.
No, it's okay. Let me see the
Jack replied, so clearly it's okay.
Jaguars schedule.
I just watched it. Oh no, the Jets. Did the Jets just play the Jaguars?
They played.
Because I was just randomly
they lost the
watching
Jets.
Got it. Sorry. Please ignore me. I always act like I'm like, excusez-moi.
Sometimes you need to double check, and also
That's
sometimes
true.
the app is confusing because they do put like the extended game, so like not only this Sunday sometimes, but like the following Sunday, so sometimes it gets confusing.
Okay.
So that's when sometimes I'm reading, I'm like, wait, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
because I'm like on the later games, but no. So December.
Got it. Okay, so sorry, ignore me.
All good. December 29th, Tennessee Titans play the Jacksonville Jaguars, so we're taking the money line on that, which means we think the Titans are going to win.
Woo.
They are minus 105, which is good odds. We like that. It means they're a little more likely
to win.
But the Jaguars are minus 115, so it's a tight line. But I have high hopes for our Titans.
But I saw the Jaguars play against the Jets, like I said, and they were garbage.
They're garbage. Coming off a bad loss against the Jets.
Yeah.
So hopefully let's keep that ball rolling.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then next up we have, and I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but another Philly pick, because it's just hard not to pick Philly stuff when we have our girl is from the Philly area. I'm a Philly girl. It just
Kelsey's live
goes
there.
hand in hand.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
I like having Philly in the
but this
in the
time,
conversation.
No touchdowns, no money lines. We're going with the over. So this time we just want points.
Love it.
So either way, win or lose, I'll still probably off myself. But
right.
This is a better chance of not wanting to off myself because I picked something like a money line or a touchdown that didn't happen.
Exactly.
So the Eagles play the Washington Commanders. It'll be a big game. They are division rivals. The Eagles have already beat the Commanders once.
Yes, they have.
So the Eagles will be wanting to come back fighting because it's hard to beat the same team twice.
Yep.
Commanders are very good this year, so that line is minus 175.
How about I know you're on it now. All of Gilly's videos.
Love Gilly's videos.
Did you go back and watch them all?
Oh my God, they're
progression
so
of them.
funny.
About the guy across the street who goes by with the broom.
I need to
and
find
then the other lady neighbor. Do you see that one? Or she came out of the bushes at one point. Oh my God.
I need to be in one of them. I'm like, I need to go to a game with them.
For those who are watching Surviving Barstool right now, you know Gilly.
Gilly, yeah.
Remind me to touch on that, by the way. I keep forgetting. But Gilly's a big Philly fan, and he does very funny videos every week right before the game, and then if they win, and it's fantastic.
Very funny. So the line is minus 175 on that, and then our last one is the Cleveland game against the Bengals, and we are going to be taking the over. Oop. Hold on. Oh, what? I'm confused. Cleveland
and Cincinnati?
I definitely wrote down Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland at Cincinnati is what it says. What day? Where am I seeing that? Where am I seeing that? Oh, there it is. Wait.
You said Cleveland Bengals over.
Yes. Found it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Plus 300. Oh, sorry. No, that's money line.
No.
The over is minus 108. So that's a good line. We love that. Very good. Very good. So the whole thing, if you want to take the parlay, the whole thing right now is plus 827.
Love.
Wait, I just want to make sure that I was reading because nope, I wasn't. I was not reading the right things. As I was saying, I was reading the later. The only thing that I read wrong, sorry, was the Titans. I think I read the later game, the December 29th game, which they play the Jaguars. I'm wrong. Sorry about that.
Oh, wait,
they play the Colts. The Titans play the Colts. But we're still taking money line on that, and that's plus 150. So
got it. Right, they're
a little more unlikely.
And also, the Colts are not that great either.
No, they're not
right now. So you know, and keep that energy the following week. You may not hear from the
sorry,
draft
y'all.
queens.
That's so annoying.
No, that's okay. You might not hear from the draft queens over break, but remember those Jaguars suck ass as well. So just remember that for the 29th game.
Colts,
but the upcoming
Jaguars.
game, Tennessee and the Colts. Tennessee to win. Still feeling good about it.
So
Philly
I'm sorry,
and
guys.
Washington is the same.
Messed up that first game, but the Eagles Commanders game and the Cleveland Cincinnati game are the same. It's just that they're the Tennessee Titans are playing the Colts, not the Jaguars.
Yes. So just to summarize all, we've got the Titans to win.
Yep.
We've got the over for Philly versus Washington. The over 45 and a half.
45 and a half, okay.
And then the Cleveland-Cincinnati game, also an over 47.
Oh, okay, that's 47. Yep, over 47. Yep.
And then
so basically that's the combined points. So however many points Philly and Washington score combined has to be over 45 and a half. If it's exactly 45 and a half, which has happened to us before, it is a push. So it pushes on to the next leg. And if that leg hits, then the parlay is still alive.
Then it's all Gucci.
And if you don't want to do the parlay, you can just do all 3 individual bets. And sometimes that's easier because sometimes, you know, there's always one sore thumb one goes in the parlay.
One goes good, one doesn't go so great.
Yeah.
You never know. But I love the ones we do the over with the total points.
Yeah,
those are my
those
favorite
are fun
ones
because
that we do. Yeah,
because you're just rooting for both. You want everyone to score.
Right. I love
so yeah.
those.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Ooh.
To my partners at DraftKings. The holidays are finally here, and my partners at DraftKings have the perfect pick for you. Perfect gift for you. Right now, all new DraftKings customers who bet just $5 will get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins.
Wowza.
So just download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code TaylorWatch. The crown is yours.
Woo. Fabulous. Thank you to DraftKings. What fun we've had with DraftKings this year.
Really so fun, yeah.
They came in clutch for us all football season, and we've been loving them, and they've been seemingly loving us.
Yeah.
So, and thank you guys always for, I get a lot of DMs of people taking our bets and our
we
parlays
love when you guys take the parlays. It makes it
really
so fun. We have something to talk about together, so it's nice.
For sure. Yeah, it's great stuff. Also, this a lot to talk about with my dad. My dad loves to talk about our parlays.
Literally. It's so funny.
It's
like
bonding all around.
It's so funny because with the DraftKings thing and Taylor Swift, like I went to breakfast with my dad, and like, you know, there's kind of a lull in conversation. He's like, so what do you think Taylor's gonna do after the tour? I'm like, I know you don't care about like what Taylor Swift is doing after the tour, but at least like now we have something to talk about, which is nice.
Absolutely, it really is. It brings people together. It's just like that commercial from the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, it gives you something to talk about when your boyfriend's being annoying and wants to watch all the games, when your husband's being annoying.
Yep.
Or your whoever your significant other is that likes sports, and maybe you're like, this is annoying, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Now you have a little skin in the game.
It's perfect. Yep. Perfect and a lot of fun. So thank you to DraftKings always. This has been the Draft Queens.
Yes.
And our reign continues as far as we know. So we love it.
Yep.
Okay, let's do a little voicemail DM
into
action.
Voicemails and DMs.
Fabuloso.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly and Gia. I just want to say I love you guys so much. I listen to you guys' podcast all the time.
Yay.
But one of my favorite questions to ask people is, what changes would you have made to the Era Store set list if you could have? Like, any era in particular, or are there any, like, songs you would change, or, like, the time of, like, each era? Like, would you add debut? Would you not add debut? But, yeah, I just love asking that question, so thanks.
Oh, yay. Thanks for that question. And this is a question I've actually seen popping off on Twitter. People are like, what would you change? What would you add? What would you take away? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got an opinion. I don't know if it's because I just love the Eras Tour so much that I like love it the way it is. Like when it was first changed, obviously the first iteration of Eras Tour before they had to combine stuff and make room for Tortured Poets was unbelievable. Yeah. And we've got the movie for it and everything. But I kind of think I like the second version because the addition of Tortured Poets was so important. Yeah. And I almost completely forgot about the stuff that we lost. You know what I mean? Yeah. With the exception of like Tolerated, I guess. Yeah. We were talking that I completely forgot that there was a 7 poem. Like I was watching that TikTok and I was like, I literally forgot about the 7 poem. That is so crazy. Yep. But yeah, no, I agree. I think there is like 2 lanes that you can kind of go down. It's like either, the pop, the hits, everything, or if you could go like the deep cut. Like obviously I think a lot of people maybe wanted some more deep cuts in there. But yeah, I agree. I feel like the set list was perfect with the Tortured Poets. You had to have both. Like you had to have deep cuts, a couple deep cuts, and then more like commercial hits. Because honestly, like that's how you sell like Love Story and We're Never Getting Back Together. And like, those songs, you need those songs for the show. Yeah, like I'm looking at all of these and like it's really hard. Trouble. 22. Yeah, like, I would maybe I maybe would have added, maybe taken off I Knew Your Trouble, added Red instead, just because I like that song better. Well, it does have a little moment when they're lifting the thing, but not not too much. Yeah, I what feel would you replace it with? Oh, obviously Red. Sorry. Yeah, with Red. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't. Yeah, I just feel like all of these. Even like the folk more songs, like all of them were perfect. Yeah, I would have maybe liked to keep "'Tis the Damn Season." I loved "'Tis the Damn Season" because I love that song so much. Me too. And I think that if I was told, you have to cut one thing for time purposes, I would cut Debut, no doubt. I completely agree, and I also just think like. It's we've talked about this before. Debut is so far back that yes, people are finding it, but that's not the first album of Taylor's that people find. You know what I mean? Like you really have to be like a real fan to know and appreciate Debut at the level that it deserves to then be in a show. Yeah. Like the other albums are just so much bigger, and that's not a reflection. Debut is a wonderful album, but it was just her first one, and the others just had such massive commercial success and. I think really like even Fearless, all the songs in Fearless, like there are no deep cuts in the Fearless set. Yeah, there are no deep cuts in the Red set. Like you know what I mean? Like the earlier albums are all the massive hits. Yeah. Only do we start getting like quote unquote deep cuts when we get to like Folkmore, and even 1989 played all the hits. Yeah, maybe I would have added one more hit from Speak Now. Long Live. Kept Long Live. I wish Long Live had been there the whole time, and because that's the one thing we didn't get to see. Yeah, I really wished that Long Live would have been there. Yeah, I feel like keeping Long Live would have been good, and maybe, maybe like one. I don't know. It's hard though because some of these most of these I just don't know if they would be good on the set list. I would love like Sparks Fly. Sparks Fly would be amazing on the set list. But yeah, I feel like everything I would keep the same, especially Tortured Poets. I feel like Tortured all Poets of the songs that they picked were perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The performances are great. I saw someone say that they felt like Mastermind kind of put a pin in like the momentum of the show. It kind of takes away. What do you think about that? I don't agree. I don't agree either at all. I love Mastermind. I love Mastermind, and I think that people and I love like no one wanted to play with me as a little kid. Yeah, I love that. I love that moment, but I also think Mastermind that when she performs it is so powerful in the show. Like I don't think it makes a lull at all. No, it almost like. It like hypes me up. I'm like, yes, like she's a mastermind. I also feel like it tells a story of like so cash. Yeah, like the Eras Tour and like how her brain works almost. Absolutely. Yeah. So no, I'm with you, and I totally disagree with people saying the masterminds, whatever. If I were to add a song that I just really love and wish we could hear like every night, I'd probably pick like Mirrorball. But I don't know if Mirrorball would like fit in with the vibe. Yeah, it's hard. Like a lot of those songs are sad. Yeah. She picks like the ones that have more of like an intenser tone because or like something that's more like
melodic, if
Yeah.
that's a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like all of the deeper cuts on Folklore Evermore, they're just I'm honestly even shocked that Marjorie's on there just because it is such a sad song and like such a slow song that I feel like Marjorie is kind of that pathway for that option, you know, that one option of like, let's throw in one slow sad moment, and that's Marjorie. So I feel like
I also
having
love
Marjorie and Mirrorball would be crazy.
That'd be too much. Yeah. And I wouldn't give up Marjorie for anything. Like the moment, the progression of Marjorie turning into a thing where everybody puts their phones up with their lights and everything, it's so beautiful to see. You know, obviously it makes me cry every moment, like every time. Yeah. Like it is so good. The way she sings it. Also too, like that song in general is so, you know, the message behind that song is like, oh, my grandmother was a singer, and now I'm singing, and I feel like she's here with me in this stadium, in this world. You know?
Yeah, totally.
And I think it totally fits. Yeah, like, despite the fact that it's a little sad. But no, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're just purists, but like. Eras Tour is fire, you know?
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Just great
it's
as
hard.
Is. Like, I really don't have
hard
many
to think
complaints.
about because like I would love some deep cuts in there, but like from a promotional perspective, like it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense to do it. Yeah, and I can play and cry to the deep cuts at home.
Exactly,
you know?
and that's the reason why you do the surprise songs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hi guys, love the pod. So I wanted you all maybe to discuss if you had any ideas or thoughts on what type of genre she might do in her next album. I know that this is future thinking, but just an idea for a topic. So maybe if she's going to go back to folk because now, you know, she's in love, makes up stories again. Do you think she'll lean more into her country? Or do you think she'll go into more like a pop punk or maybe even like more rap? Like, what do you think the vibes will be for the next album? Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you so much. And great question.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Everyone has been saying that they want TS12 to be like a rock album.
Those are the rumors on the streets.
I don't want that.
I don't think I do either.
I don't want that at all.
I
like, can't see that for her. Listen, I'll eat crow when she does it, and it's fucking phenomenal.
Of course.
Because anything she touches turns to gold. She could literally do like any genre, and it would be amazing. It's not my preferred genre, so I just feel like I don't know. I don't want that. I want her to stay in the pop realm. Like she's a pop queen, stay in pop.
Yeah,
but like her different areas of pop. You know what I mean? Like I love Folklore is my favorite album, and Evermore is 1A. So like I do love like the folk indie side of her too. I feel like Midnights and Torture Poets kind of combined the two in a way.
Yes,
which I feel like. Let's just keep that ball rolling.
I completely agree.
Maybe with some more upbeat stuff.
I completely agree. I think there will be I think
like
it's
a 1989
a very upbeat album, whatever it is. I think it will be more upbeat than ones in the past. I think it'll sound a lot more like Midnights. Maybe not literally sounding.
Yeah.
But I think the like energy that Midnights brings is like, you know, I want to stay in this lavender haze. I want to fuck around. Like, I want to have a good time. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. A couple of like love songs.
Drunk at the party.
Absolutely.
Everything's blurry.
I think we'll get pieces of that. I will say about the rock thing. I don't know why I just thought of it. During Love Story, especially the live version, you know, they have the whole guitar. I got tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Like that whole part. Sounds very rocky to me, like when it's performed live. I don't necessarily think that the song, if I play it on Spotify, sounds like that, but I wouldn't be opposed to like a little bit more of like a rock out versions of some of those like country songs or like earlier songs. Like it could be that energy, and maybe could be labeled like pop rock, because sometimes pop rock like pops off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like strictly rock. Like it really just has to be more. You know, more instruments. And but then it leads us to the question of like Amos sounded like he was retiring. So you know, she wouldn't do a rock album without her band, I think. You know what
totally.
I mean? Like, I think those guys have to come through with her, and she'd want them because it'll be heavy instruments if it's rock. And I'm very curious about it, but I kind of don't. Yeah, I don't really foresee that. But I wonder, like,
I'm wondering
not to like make it about Travis, but like I wonder what his favorite genre is. Like I wonder what because I do think that probably
he seems like a pop rap, maybe
right,
country,
maybe a little
too,
country in there. I would think like, when you like get a new boyfriend or whatever, and you start talking about music and you share things back and forth, likes back and forth. But every once in a while, you're like, maybe your boyfriend like likes the type of music that you don't usually listen to, and then maybe you get like influenced by it. It could be that, like that could happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're sitting around listening to music. If I'm a musician, I'm probably like, I don't want to listen to music like on my off days because I'm singing all the time. But who knows though? That might be the total opposite thought. But
I feel like she's probably always listening to music.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I didn't believe what I was saying anymore. But
yeah, no, it should be interesting. I do feel like it will be. In my brain, if I had to guess, just based off of the vibes of her life so far, I would say it'd be like a upbeat pop.
Yeah, I
album.
Agree. Upbeat pop with a little synth in there.
Yeah.
We got to get a couple club hits out of her right now. You know what I mean?
Start twerking.
Did you see, speaking of club hits, did you see the video of the guy, I forget if I said this I might have said this 2 days ago
Club
or yesterday,
Classics?
literally. Did you see the video of the DJ combining
you sent me that.
Anti-Hero and Defying Gravity?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Me, hi, and then he's like, it's me, and then
it's me. It's so funny.
If you can, like, I would love the opportunity for that to happen more. Like, I just feel like, and a lot of her songs are great for like mashup moments like that in the club or in the bar or whatever. But I just think we could get a couple of like
club
bangers.
classics. Come on,
club classics. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Okay, last voicemail.
Great.
Hey y'all, Taylor, love the show.
Yay.
I just wanted to call attention to the fact that ever since the Vienna post, Taylor has completely turned off all comments on her Instagram. And frankly, I just love that for her. Like, even after things settled down, she has not turned comments back on, and that is the complete energy that I hope she brings into 2025. She doesn't need comments. She doesn't need to hear what anybody else has to say. She's clearly got it handled. So, yeah, love that for her.
Totally agree, Queen. But I gotta say, I'm pretty sure she's had comments off for years. It wasn't Vienna. Like, Vienna wasn't the beginning of Taylor not having her comments on. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't remember, like, seeing comments on her Instagram, like, since Reputation. I might be totally wrong in that, but I've definitely noticed pre-Vienna.
Yeah, you're so right. Taylor Swift has had her comments turned off for over 5 years.
Yeah, like she said, fuck that. Her DMs are closed and her comments are off, and they've been like that. I know, because I'm always wanting to comment, go Queen, and I can't.
That's funny. I always comment on a Beyonce's post. I'm like, slay.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, wait, that's so interesting. Taylor Swift has always turned off her comments.
Yeah.
Since 2017.
I told you, since Reputation.
After the Kim Ye drama, Instagram offered a feature to turn off comments during the rampant internet bullying Taylor Swift had gotten from Kim K and Kanye West fans.
Everybody was just commenting snake emojis all day long, and she said, fuck this, and turned her comments off. And she has not turned them on since, and I love that. I wish I could be strong. I mean, honestly, I would love to do that. I think we don't have the luxury of that, because it's like I need the comments for engagement or whatever. But for to look good at work. But I would love to do that.
Ooh, okay. So I mean, that's been her energy for fucking good for her. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
And I bet it helps. I bet it's a really
totally.
I bet it's great. Like
when I turn off replies on my tweets.
Oh, it's
I'm
the best.
like, yeah, fuck you
heroin,
guys.
Literally heroin.
Yeah, you can tweet whatever the fuck you want.
Of course. Yeah, it's like choke on it, or like, you got to quote tweet me to really, what I mean? But even that, I'm like, I wish you wouldn't. But no, I love that, and I think like it makes you care less about, like, if I were to have my comments off, post a thing, I don't really care about how many likes I get. I care if like my best friends like my post. Like, I want to make sure all my besties like it. But then apart from that, I don't give a fuck how many people like it or not. Like, and to not have to worry about looking for comments. Or
especially as like someone
who
I read all the comments too.
Same.
So like,
it's a sickness. We all have to stop doing that. We have to. Maybe 2025 is the year we all stop reading comments for real. It needs to happen. Like, not even just us, like everybody.
I know.
In this whole place.
I know.
Like, people are so
bad,
so vile for some reason all the time. Not all the time, but like there are waves. It comes in waves for everybody, and it sucks.
Yeah,
it fucks with people. And so proud of her for doing that. And it's funny how people are just noticing. But she's been on that grind.
Okay, let's jump into DMs. Let's do one DM here. Okay. Happy holidays to my 2 best Swiftie friends who have never even met me.
Yay!
I am seeing everyone say that Midnights and TTPD are sister albums. Also saying that it was always obvious, but it sadly wasn't for me. I saw people talking about the last line in Hits Different and the first line in Fortnite. Like that was happening as soon as TTPD came out, but how are they sister albums? Why is this all of a sudden what everyone is talking about? Did Taylor confirm this, or is it a TikTok theory? Do you guys think it's a sister album, and can you give some other examples? Sorry. Also love you. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, love you so much.
So I've been seeing...
I've like never thought this before, and I also don't know if I agree.
Let
me
me see
sister
if
albums.
there is...
They seem
here we
like
go.
totally different vibes to me.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Fans think Tortured Poets is a sister album to Midnights. And this says... let's get to... How about this? Okay, this is really stupid, though. Okay, so first they're saying that, like, the visuals for Midnights look similar to TTPD because, like, she's, like, got her...
Right, I see.
She's got all the same, like, poses.
I remember seeing that. People think that they're, like Midnights is like the dream version, and then... this is all coming back to me now. Like, almost like Midnights is the fever dream, and Torture Poets is the reality.
Right.
People
that
do say
makes
that,
sense.
and I completely forgot about that. And I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
If you wanna present it to me like that, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I wouldn't think that they were sister albums otherwise. Like nothing about that tells me that. But if you were to tell me like Midnights is one big fever dream and it's all in the middle of the night and it's delusions and it's this and it's that and Torture Poets is like the reality of it all, then yeah, okay, I could see how they could fit together.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a TikTok theory, no doubt.
For sure.
Taylor's never said anything about it, but I want to. Anti-hero music videos. 13 sleepless nights, 31 songs on TTPD. They mirror each other, is what people are saying. Everybody's saying is that Midnight and TTPD are sister albums, and I'm blown away. I want to see. Yeah, I wish I could find like a fucking Reddit like page or something where someone
with
just
more details.
Yeah, where someone like says
Has
as to why. Everyone's just like, here's why.
Actually, I'm replying to your comment just because I've had a few of these on this video, and yours was the most recent, and I just wanted to respond to it. It's not again talents in them.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to find
patience.
it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's not a theory that Taylor has said.
Yeah,
it's just
she's definitely never like confirmed. The only albums that she's ever said like these are sister albums is Folklore and Evermore. She's like,
yes.
I and she also didn't even start saying that until the Eras tour. Like we didn't really know that she felt that way about them,
right?
Until then, and to give Evermore her shine. And so I don't know, but I don't think that.
But yeah, no, I like that like connection. Midnights is like the dream, and then TTPD is like the harsh reality.
Right. That could be it.
But yeah, I can't find anything as to why people are saying this. All I'm saying is because of the promotional stuff, like the pictures, the aesthetic and stuff are like kind of similar in the fact that she kind of looks like, like she's lying down with her hand over her face and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, like Midnights is the high and TTPD is the come down, could be that. Who's this?
Taylor started off by posting 7 videos.
Who's Alice?
Who's?
I can't with this. No, I can't.
No.
Once there are people talking with the numbers, like I can't. So yeah, it's a theory that people have been talking about.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Jen Tran and Sasha Farber are officially dating. I just saw that. Chicks in the Office. Yeah, good for them.
Tran. Good
That's
for
exciting.
Her. She deserves happiness.
Yes,
after what
that's
she got
really
put through on
exciting.
The
I love that.
Bachelorette.
That's
Good
hilarious.
For her.
But yeah,
good for her.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's just a TikTok theory, but yeah, no, it's not confirmed.
Interesting. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess if you think about it like that, if you think about it, the Midnights is we're smoking weed in the house and we're living life, and then Torture Poets is like the grief.
Yeah, totally.
You can maybe make an argument for that, but no, that's not something that I think about often.
If you think about like like Question or Maroon, like, you know, those people think, like, songs that people like think are about, like Maddie.
Maybe that's why,
and,
because
like TTPD is like, whoa, like I was so wrong.
Maybe that's where the conversation started with Maroon and Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
Oh yeah,
because those two songs definitely go together.
TTPD.
But Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus is the song where she references Maroon.
Yes.
So maybe that's where that that was like maybe that was where people started paying attention to it. I would love to see. Maybe we can. Well, I'll take some time over Christmas to go back and forth. But I would love to hear what songs people pair up with each other, like from Midnights and TTPD.
Wait,
like,
I literally just
obviously Maroon and Chloe, Sam, Sophia, Marcus are together.
Wait, I literally just saw someone tweeted.
Oh, someone did exactly that.
Yeah, hold on, let me.
Of course.
And TTPD sister are Midnights. Where did I just? Oh my god, I literally just saw that in a tweet. Someone tweeted it. Here we go. If TTPD has a sister album to Midnights, this is how the track list lines up. Okay. Oops. Sorry. No, this is just the track lists lined up with each other. I thought that she was comparing songs. My bad.
That might be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Compare them and see what we can fit together, like what fits together the most. Because of course, obviously Maroon and Chloe, Sam, Sophia, Marcus.
Right.
So, Great questions today.
Yeah, great questions today.
Love hearing from our Taylor Watch besties. Love you guys so much.
Yes.
But I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, think
what
so.
A year.
What a year, guys. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can't believe it's going to be 2025.
I know, it makes me sick to my stomach.
It does make me sick to my
Year
stomach.
of the Snake though, y'all.
Ooh. That's so exciting. Yeah.
Love it.
Hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas or whatever holidays, even if you guys don't celebrate anything. Have a good break. Have a good New Year's.
Yes.
Enjoy time with yourself, with your family. Listen to Christmas Tree Farm.
Exactly. Protect your peace as much as you can.
Yep. And we'll see your crazy asses in January.
We'll catch you on the flip.
In the new year.
Stay tuned, like we were saying, for the conversation with Jack about the Stray Dog for Christmas book.
Yep.
Get it in your Amazon cart and give it to all the kids you know in your life.
Love you guys.
Love you. Gia, I'm in a crisis right now. Christmas is
crisis?
It's like a week away. Yeah, Christmas Crisis featured now on Hallmark. Christmas is like a week away. I have no idea what I'm gonna buy for my mom.
Ugh.
And thank God that I know for a fact that my mother is a woman who loves diamonds. She loves diamonds. She loves a jewel. She loves a bauble. She loves all these things. And also, thankfully, we have Steven Singer as a bestie on the pod right now.
Thank God.
I know for a fact as well that Steven Singer has some of the best deals when it comes to diamond stud earrings. So, Mom, if you're listening, turn this off. That's what you're getting for Christmas.
It's moms, your grandmas, your aunts, even your uncles, your grandpas, whoever. Everybody loves diamonds, okay? And Steven Singer, you can choose a great pair of Anita diamond stud earrings starting at just $298. So you are getting the most beautiful, best value, real natural diamonds from Steven Singer. And they make it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry that you love. Steven's real diamond studs are flawless to the eye, near colorless, and come with his unbeatable full value lifetime trade-in. You can trade up your diamond studs anytime and receive exactly what you paid for towards a larger pair.
Love that.
So it also comes with an 100-day, 100% hassle. Oh, sorry, not 100% hassle. 100% no hassle.
No hassle-free.
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 Money-back guarantee. Don't wait any longer. This is your last chance to get the #1 gift, Anita Diamond Stud Earrings. Go right now to IHateStevenSinger.com and order with free shipping to arrive in time for Christmas. Or my Philly people can visit Steven's showroom at the other corner of 8th Walnut in Philly. So buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Okay, going into the Christmas season, we have a very special couple of guests. We have my friend Jack and his dog Susie. Susie's in the building. And they are here because Jack has written a lovely book about how Susie came to be in your life. First of all, Jack, how are you? We've been friends for a long time.
Good.
I'm very happy to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's been a long time since we've gotten to chop it up. I don't know if we've ever formally chatted on a microphone like this, have we? Besides, like we would do like live shows.
We did live shows. We probably did one or two.
Maybe
at
like
my
in your
house.
couch.
Yeah.
But in like a proper studio and stuff.
Yeah, with funding.
Exactly.
properly funded podcast.
Which is funny, but we're so happy to have you here because you so what year did Susie come into your life? I want you to get into the story a little bit, but it is all detailed in this children's book that you've written, and everybody's loving this book, by the way. Everybody that I give it to 2 of my friends last night who have kids. And it's all about how Susie was she rescued herself almost.
Yeah. Like the quick version of it that doesn't give too much away is I have another dog, George. Walked him.
Another precious angel who I've met. Love
in
George.
December 14th, 2019. Walked him. We had a 1-month-old at the time, so just half asleep, like through life.
Yeah, of course.
And so when I came in, it was raining, umbrella, all that stuff, and the door didn't like latch all the way. It wedged itself, and then we had an electric handle lock. So heard it, didn't think anything of it. Was up for like 2 more hours. Went to bed, 4 a.m. My wife wakes me up. Baby's okay, but there's a dog in our house. And George is in our bed. So I'm thinking immediately, I read so many postpartum articles. I am here to support you. And she's like, no, dummy. There's
Girl,
a real dog
Like, you're
downstairs.
hallucinating, babe.
Babe, just go back to
I was just like, whatever I could do to help, you know?
Of course.
And then, I went downstairs, and there was Susie, and she's like 30 pounds. She weighed 19 at the time. You could see her ribs, fleas, ticks, infections in all 4 of her paws.
I remember this, and obviously in real time, and she was all over the news for this.
Yeah, so it happened at 4 a.m. I tweeted about it at 4 a.m. The only people up at 4 a.m. are Pat McAfee, going to college game day,
right.
and Randy Scott going to do Sports Center. And they started joking, sounds like you have a second dog.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of started to take off. And we're very fortunate. She had a lot of medical needs. People on the internet asked, like, what's your Venmo? Put it out there. And we ended up getting $42,000 for a
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
But it's way more than we needed. So we also created an Instagram for her, SUZYNPUPMAN, Susan Putman.
Susan Putman.
That's so cute.
She's a precious angel.
And
I love Susan. Her little
we got a DM like 2 days in. Picture of a dog. This is Tito. I saw you on the news. I went and I adopted Tito because of you. The next day was Carson. This is Carson. Saw you on the news. Adopted Carson because of you. So people started adopting dogs because I just said, can I repost these? So people started adopting dogs. And then when it was like 6 months in and we knew Susie was going to be okay, I announced we were going to start giving the money away. So we did an adoption a day for a year. It was a leap year, so we did 366 adoptions.
Wow,
in
that's
366
amazing.
days.
Incredible.
And then after that, I started working on the children's book, was able to get an agent and then get a deal with Source Books. And I really did it just because I wanted to put my daughters in a book.
That's cute.
Cool,
of course.
Yeah.
Which he's family of Swifties, which is we'll
That's
get into
lovely.
that as well.
How many daughters do you have?
2.
Nice.
Joey is 5. Layla is 3.
Cute.
Very excited that I'm here. They think Taylor Swift is here.
Of course.
I wish.
Of course.
Yeah, I said
We think Taylor Swift's going to be here too.
I know. We think we are Taylor Swift, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
She may actually watch this on the TV because my 3-year-old today, she was like, "Are you going to be on the TV again?"
Yeah, and you're like, "Yes, I am."
And when they see this, they may think you're Taylor Swift.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Just increase the brightness so my hair looks a little lighter. And then I talked to Taylor Swift today.
Yeah, they also are big on. Joey's big on. That's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
My
wife watches all the Chiefs games
Love
now,
it.
and so it's just that's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
She's
nice.
She's an Eagles girl, right? Is she?
Yeah.
She's a Philly Eagles girl, so she loves the Kelseys, I would think.
Yeah, so she loves the Eagles, the Chiefs, and then whoever's the latest on Hard Knocks.
Of course,
right. That's
her
funny.
other
Of course,
teams.
right.
But yeah, no, the Kelseys live like 20 minutes away from us.
That's incredible.
Are you from South Jersey?
No, I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, nice.
So I grew up with
Okay.
KFC.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So why are you Eagles fans?
I'm not. I'm a Giants fan. I've won
okay.
4 Super Bowls.
And
Right.
My wife's from
She
Hamilton.
is a big Eagles fan.
I am. Yeah.
I know you guys.
girl.
Are.
Yeah.
My wife is from Hamilton, South Jersey.
Oh, nice,
So
okay.
we met at Drexel in Philly.
Oh, okay. There
we
you
lived
go.
here for a bit, then she won. And so
Right.
we live in South
Right.
That's
Jersey.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
she's
the
a
opposite
city
with
girl.
my parent. Well, my dad is from South Jersey. My mom is from Queens.
Okay.
But my mom
Where in South
fully
Jersey is your dad from?
Haddonfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in like Swedesboro.
Nice.
Exit 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great area.
Yeah.
Love it so much. But
Jersey.
yeah, it's
I love
funny.
Jersey getting shine.
My mom just has completely lost her Giants fandom. She's like not allowed to be a Giants fan in our house.
They're trying. Like my girls are Eagles fans because the song. They love the song.
Being
It's
an
all-
Eagles fan is
it's all
just
music.
way more fun.
Yeah, it is.
And you know how you used to hear like athletes would come to like play in the NBA from Latvia or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I learned English watching Seinfeld. My girls have learned to talk through Taylor Swift songs.
Incredible.
That's funny,
Some Sabrina Carpenter,
Yup.
Little Chapel Roan, but it just like I think there is this whole generation of children, especially like in COVID times when like you were home more, so you're just trying to entertain them, that I think are learning to speak from artists like Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
I
that's
honestly
funny.
totally agree with that. I saw something on Twitter this morning that was like, have you talked to anyone that's like under 20 years old? They're like half illiterate. You're like not even sure if they can speak or whatever. And I was like, that is interesting to think about because all of the time in COVID, I feel like it was like pivotal years for a lot of people, like for kids. And, I worry about the future of the youth. But then I hear things like that. Taylor Swift is teaching them
grammar.
And she's the best teacher around, especially English.
Yeah.
Everybody
I can't
says
imagine
that she should have been an English teacher in another life.
The little kids like trying to learn all the lyrics of like Tortured Poets. Like
I know.
I can't imagine all the grammar words that they
like
have
I was
to like
a precocious
learn.
child.
Yeah. Like what
she
is
says
that?
Precocious like 3 times
Tryst
on that album.
and all those other words. Yeah.
Well,
the alchemy.
Not this summer, the summer before. So 2023 was just, it started off as, can you play Taylor?
Right.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And then it started, Alexa, play Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And then they got it. And then we'd be like driving somewhere and then all of a sudden, Taylor Swift's on, always on in the car. And all of a sudden I've got 2 toddlers in the back yelling, I'm drunk in the back of the car. They have no idea what it means.
Yeah,
Those are my
that's hilarious.
favorite videos of the kids
I know.
singing that. Cracks me up.
I love the videos of like parents and they're like, I told my kid that they can curse like this one time at the show, and they're like they get to say the F word like the one time that Taylor says it, and
it's like champagne problems.
Yeah.
It's a shame she's fucked in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Loud. It's so cute.
It
but
is. Yeah, they absolutely love her. My wife's a huge Beyonce fan.
Oh,
And I was
right.
We're gonna hear a ton of Beyonce.
We're a dual household here. We also love Beyonce.
Okay.
we do love Beyonce.
And so
Even
I was just
despite
like,
everybody trying to put them against each other all the time. That's crazy.
We're gonna need something else. And like I wasn't the biggest Swiftie. At no point have I been her target demographic.
Oh no.
You know, like when she was like first coming up, like I was trying to get like slizzard on a G6 or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, right.
But I was just
Sip
like,
and scissor been my ride. I understand.
She's got such a catalog that like at least there'll be variety. Let's introduce this. And I think I sent you the video when the first time I played Shake It Off, and she was like 7 months old, could hardly sit up, and she's just like,
she's
and
literally
can't
help.
it off.
Yeah.
And then tough mornings trying to get out of the house, it would just be like, we'll put on Shake It Off. She's on the counter dancing.
That's cute.
Yeah, Taylor's played a huge role in getting us, and then just like the whole Kelsey thing, being local.
Well, it's very, it's all family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a thing that we've talked about before, especially with the Kelsey family. But I think that Taylor's always been all about family, and they have always been the same. And so having these two super families come together, it's kind of, I wouldn't say restored my faith, but I guess I could say that.
Well,
it's just really nice to see that everybody there for each other and loving each other, and I think it sets a really good example, generally speaking. But I honestly could say the same about you and your family, especially with the everything that happened with Susie. It was such a heartwarming story and such a heartwarming moment where everybody just kind of was obsessed with it. Everybody couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
Susie walks and Miss Peaches could run.
Literally. I was thinking about that
mean?
too. Have you followed Miss Peaches' story
of
and
course.
stuff?
Yeah,
Of course,
no,
of course.
it's great. Like what Dave's doing is just kind of what I did at a much grander scale,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is awesome because like if I could do that, I would do that.
Absolutely.
And I think he's been so giving with, financially and things
Yeah.
like that to help. And I'm sure there are people who saw his story, just like people saw our story, and went out and
Absolutely.
adopted because of it. So
Yeah.
I think it's great,
And it's all positive stuff.
Yeah. I have 2 adopted dogs, and my cat is adopted too.
Oh yeah, Gia has a cat now named Anchovy.
Yeah. She's
Who's
she's a precious angel. She really is.
I
But
can't
yeah.
wait to see that on TikTok.
Yeah, you will.
You come up on my
she's-
feed.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
that's so embarrassing.
And you haven't seen Anchovy
Please,
yet?
just
That's
keep
crazy.
scrolling.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yeah.
We scroll and we don't judge.
Scrolling.
Yeah, literally.
Did
Oh
you
my
see
God.
me too fat for my pants that everybody wanted to see?
Oh no, I didn't see that. I do get some of yours too, because it's Susie's TikTok. So
Oh,
I
that's
don't,
funny.
Right.
I don't have one because who's the girl? She's in Chicago now. Is it a Megan? She
Hannah?
Megan
she
making
would-
money?
No, she would do like voiceover stuff. She's behind the scenes. She would do. She would lip sync like Spittin' Chiclets and
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
Yeah.
my least favorite person in the world because I downloaded TikTok because of her, and I've lost so many hours of my life.
Wait,
to
that's funny.
Because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, well, I should download it because this is pretty funny. Like, let me see what else she's doing. And now it's just like thousands of hours gone. Because
completely. It's taken over everyone's
That's
life.
how she got her job. I'm pretty sure. It's like they noticed her doing that and then they brought her on, which is so funny.
It is.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought she worked here.
She does.
No, I thought she did before that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, I don't think so.
I don't. I'm pretty sure that's like how she got noticed. That could be just 100% a lie that I just made up.
She was producing for a long time, but now she's a part of macrodosing, like fully, right? Like, is she?
She's macrodosing's producer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
but she's like, you know,
she's like
like
half and half. You know, she does like some content stuff.
She's got a killer basketball shot too. If I
oh
remember
hell
correctly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
She's a baller.
She's tiny.
But every time she comes up, I'm just like, you're the reason I'm here. This
That's
is
so
your fault.
funny.
And you know, it's
That's
like
so funny.
1:30 in the morning. I'm hardly awake, about to drop my phone on my face, and she'll come up. I'm just like, God damn it.
This motherfucking bitch.
This is why we're here.
No,
I don't say that.
I know. I say that.
Wait, so how old is Susie?
So when we found her, they said she was between 7 and 9.
Oh,
they
wow.
thought
Okay, she was
closer to
already
9.
older.
But it's tough because she was on the street for a while. Like, you could just tell she was. She had to have 19 teeth removed. So
poor sweet lovey.
So she could be 14. We hope that they're off. There are some days where she's the crypt keeper. There are some days where she's a puppy. Like, we're in the city today. We've been in a couple places. She is a puppy running around. Right now, she's resting. She'll sleep all day tomorrow. She won't even, because now she shows her age sometimes in that, one, she's deaf. And two,
sweetie,
she follows me everywhere, but she started to do the, like, if I go upstairs, she gives me a look like, are you staying up there? Or are you just coming right
yeah. I don't want to do the whole thing.
You're getting socks.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Do you need me to? Are you going to be okay without me?
Yeah.
That kind of face.
It's so
I love
funny.
that. How was the book publishing process? I don't know many people that I am like close with that have done this before, and it seems like. I know it like, you know, took a long time and it was a lot of work, but it seems like you just, you know, all of a sudden one day there was this perfect book. Like, it's crazy, you know?
I mean,
it's so exciting.
I probably knew within 2 days of Susie happening. That's just how I just go, Susie happened.
Yeah.
That I was going to try to do this. I thought like we'd have the platform. I said to my wife, like, this is something.
Yeah.
And really at the end of the day, the door was open because I didn't close it. So it was like, I want to make a positive impact because this could have gone so bad.
Absolutely.
And, you know, a neighbor just happened to close the door who I had never met. So about after a year, I did an Instagram Q&A, and people had always commented about children's book. So I knew someone would. I said, I think I need an agent. Got a couple. I'm an agent.
Love.
Got someone who reached out who was involved in the creation of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Love.
Who said, I've been following you.
Love Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I think, you know, I think you have something. She introduced me to agents, interviewed agents. Their big thing, they're like, what do you want to get out of this? They want to make sure you don't think you're Dr. Seuss after one book.
Of course. Right. Yeah.
And I was just like, I want my daughter in a book. I want to be a New York Times bestseller. I'd like to throw out the first pitch at a Yankee game.
There
and
you go.
they go, what does the third have to do with anything? I go, well, if I'm a New York Times bestseller, you can't get me that. And they were like, that makes sense.
Ipso facto.
Especially if it's tied in with, like, you know, dog adoption and whatever. We could listen. We can make a case.
Yeah, right. It's for a good cause.
We tried to sell it off just like the news clippings because it went global. Like the Dodo made a video about us as 100 million views.
Yeah.
So they tried to sell
that was crazy.
Yeah, they were just going to get a ghostwriter and put my name on it. And I was like, okay. It was about a year. They didn't have anything. We had our second daughter. So I was just like, I'm on paternity leave. Let me just take a shot
for sure
at like shaping this.
And you're a good writer, I think.
I mean, the editing helps a lot.
Yeah.
It is. And then
what is that process?
Editing process. So my agent went on a podcast about switching careers later in life. Like she was like 40 when she became one. Yeah. Someone reached out to her. I was on the same podcast. I'm an editor for Source Books. We specialize in children's books. Animals and/or holidays. So all the like.
Oh my God! Literally
all three.
all in one.
Yeah. All the like how to catch the Easter Bunny, how to catch an elf. It's the same. Same publisher.
Cute.
And then I spent like 18 hours on Zooms trying to cut it from like 850 words to 750 words, and you have to go through like, well, you said this 4 lines ago, and trying to really learn. Like it's a sweet story that happened, but to make it like fit in.
Does it rhyme?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, but it's a sweet.
I originally wanted it to rhyme, and they were like, "Don't do that.
It's hard. I feel like after
hard,
a while, it's like, all right, how many freaking words can you think of that rhyme?
Yeah.
I mean, the illustration. It says this Wendy Tan is the illustrator. They're just so freaking cute.
Show this.
Yeah,
page.
like look at those eyes.
So cute.
And
but honestly,
so
looks
cute.
exactly like Susie's real eyes. Look at her little face right
even
now.
just like going through the process of that is funny because I'm colorblind. So they're like,
that's
"What do you
funny.
think?" So I have to like provide
right.
feedback, and so I would have to pull my wife in,
Of course,
who
yeah.
isn't like dying to be a huge part of it. She's supportive,
Right.
but she was like, "I'm not."
She's
doing
like,
it."
okay, that's a lot of work.
And I'm just like, "Is this the same color?" And I would just have my phone like right next to Susie, like, "No, the coloring's off. The coloring's off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're so
that's
happy
smart
with
to
how
do.
it came out.
Yeah,
And,
it's so cute.
like, I didn't know until they sent me my first copy that it was like gold on the front. I had no
Yeah.
idea. I thought it was. I had seen it. It's
Just
yellow
gonna be
in
like
pictures.
flat. Yeah, right. It's
So-
so I love it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with
Aw.
like with the way it came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it was a lot of work. It was more work than I thought it would be. I kind of just thought like, I'll just put it
Children's
together.
book.
That's kind of
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
said, it's obviously so much more work went
love
into it
the
than
front
you'd seen. But it seemed
page,
like
too.
literally,
Yeah.
I talked to you one day, and then like 8 months later, there was a book about. And
Yeah.
I was
Like
this is
this could be
crazy.
like a wrapping paper.
I know. Yeah, it really
so
could.
cute. Yeah.
And
Super cute.
Yeah, it's just like it's such a long process, but it's fun. Like I like learning other industries,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I spent time at Barstool. Like
Yes.
I used to do the Yankees here,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I kind of like anyone else who's been here. I learned a lot
Somewhat.
of the internet
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Well,
And
that's
so-
like us. I mean, that's how.
Yeah.
you know,
Totally.
Yeah,
People don't talk enough about the school of Barstool. Just,
Yeah,
like,
it is
learn-
crazy.
You learn, how to,
learn
you learn a lot of
everything.
things.
I've
Yeah.
learned everything I know about production and editing and everything here. Like
Yeah.
I did do some in college, but like everything that I know how to do now, I've learned here. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's kind of a world also, like the Barstool section of the internet,
Yeah, totally.
that like children's books they don't even think of.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, in terms of like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's
I'm going to
just such a
try
good
to like
idea.
appeal to those
we
people.
we
Yeah.
did like a Barstool like alphabet book, like
Oh, yeah,
children's
somebody
alphabet
did-
book, which was cute.
That was cute,
It was
but
like
it was like an
A
outs-
for
like
all business Pete or something like that.
Who
Like,
did that though? Like I think it was like because I never
was
even got
just
my
a
hands on it, and
general-
I'm like in it apparently, like sitting next to Erica. At
Yeah,
some
I think
point.
you
I'm like,
are. It's like
Like, it
C
was-
is for Chicks in the Office.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's under any specific brand. I think it's just a
I don't
general.
even know. It wasn't somebody who wrote it though. I don't think like
No,
in-house.
not
Like,
in-house,
I don't know
I
what.
don't
I don't know
think.
how it
Yeah.
came
Oh,
about.
probably someone
but
trying to get a job. Like that's
Yeah, probably.
like
Yeah.
that. Clem wrote stuff online. That's how you
Right.
get
Yeah.
it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's so many people also that like don't work at Barstool, but like will do stuff
Yeah.
to like try
For
to get their
sure.
foot in, try to get their name in.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm probably being really insulting. Like I don't know who wrote that book. We have to maybe I'll.
I will have to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not
I should
sure
probably
either,
know.
honestly.
What if it's like literally someone in the, what if it's Nate? He's like, bitch, what the fuck?
There's no way.
I don't know. There's no. He would never
feel
shut
like
up
he-
about
yeah,
it.
I know.
Yeah. He'd talk about it every day.
I'm sure at some point too, like Dave could do this, and you guys could sell
Oh,
it.
Miss
Absolutely.
Peaches.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
children's
it's not
book.
already like in the works.
I'm sure.
Who knows? It
yeah.
may be, and like
Could
give
be.
the money to charity or
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, no, with Barstool being such a big dog company, and it's funny because
Yeah.
when I was a part of it, Kevin had gotten his dog. I'm like, what are you doing getting a dog? We go to happy hour. What are you doing?
Yeah, like, how
we
could
gotta
you
be
do
at
that?
The bar.
It's too responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like now I don't go anywhere. I got 2 kids, so like we're home with the dogs all
Right.
the time because she had like separation anxiety
Yeah.
right away.
Aw.
But then COVID happened, and then I've just been home since.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's really worked out for her.
Oh,
That's so cute.
It's fantastic.
so
So
cute.
she's loving life now. She's a Jersey girl, and she is still loving George, her brother.
Yeah,
Of course.
And she's been on like this, you know, somewhat like book tour. We've done a bunch
Right.
of signings in
She's
New
famous.
York and the Philly area,
Mm-hmm.
and people come out because they just want to meet her, and they all have the same response you did. I thought you'd be bigger. It's just like Roadhouse.
I don't know why. Right. I don't know why I thought. In my head, she was on like George's size.
Yeah,
like, I guess.
that's
but
what
even when
everyone
I've seen
Is
pictures
George
of them-
also a mix?
Yeah,
I'll show you George.
He's so cute.
But like in my head, I don't know why, but I've seen photos of them next to each other, and it's just weird.
She is a tiny little girl. That's the same with Miss Peaches. Like you miss when
yeah,
you
she's really
when you
small,
met
too.
when I met Miss Peaches, I was like, oh my god, you're a tiny little tiny thing.
see, I would
Looking
think
for
that she
side
was
by
bigger.
side.
yeah,
George.
she's really small. She's so cute, and
Oh, here they both
my
are
God.
on the bed. A little video.
oh cute. Oh, George kind of looks like my dog.
Honestly,
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of looks like Lola. Oh,
George is-
babies and dogs are just the cutest
I know,
combo,
I know.
really.
And that's been a fun part of this too. Like my
Your
girls
daughter's
are
so cute.
in a book. It's funny
They are so
because
cute.
Joey is just is illustrated in the book. I got Layla in one of the before and after pictures in the back, trying to cut down on what therapy will cost me.
Of course, yeah, that'll be an issue later.
And it's funny because Joey calls it the Susie book, Layla calls it the Joey book, and so now I need to sell a bunch so I can write another book.
I love
Right,
that,
I know your other
really
daughter's
sweet.
like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I'm freaking left out.
I would bring that up to my parents every day. Like that'd be a nonstop thing for me. But I'm like that, you know.
Yeah.
My mom I shouldn't say that. My mom will be so upset. But we make jokes now that like my dad and I are like we get along really well, and then my mom, and my brother get along really well. So like the other day I was home, and my brother and I were sitting downstairs. My mom was going upstairs to go to bed, and I was like, "Oh, good night, Mom, love you." And my brother was like, "Good night, Mom, love you." And she goes, Sam, and like turns around and is like, "Oh, you sweet thing, I love you so." And like I was like, "Mom, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just said good
That's
night, I love you." And
classic.
so we like that kind of vibe. But
That's
that'd be
classic.
that would definitely be me with the book.
No, totally. Oh my God, I would use that to hang over my parents' head for sure. Like, well, you guys didn't put me in the book. Like, that's bullshit.
Eventually
So you guys
we'll
hate
have
me.
it.
Yeah.
That's why
for
it's
sure.
just like we might do more books. We'll see. We got to see what the
I love
numbers
it.
are at
Yeah.
the end of the year.
You could
Adventures
do
of
like,
Susie?
The Adventures of Susie.
What-
Did you ever do a DNA test on her?
No. So here's the funny thing. I've been doing school visits. So like the
Okay,
week
yeah.
before Thanksgiving, we met 2,000 kids. And what we try to do is
so
for
much.
most of the things, like we've done some signings in New York and Philly where we'll partner with a rescue and
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to get them to
yeah.
bring a couple of dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
we can help them. And so what we did for our school district is they were able to get the books cheaper, sell them for more, and we signed them all. And now kids don't have to pay to go on field trips. For
Love
the
that.
year.
Nice. That's awesome.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, but every one of them asked, what kind of dog is Susie?
Yeah.
I've had one of those tests sitting on my desk for like 4 years and just haven't
Right.
done it. But then every time I say that, someone's like, they're not really accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah, who
I did them
knows?
for both of we did them for both of our dogs, and yeah, like we got the results back, and like it was like 14-50% was like super mutt, so like they don't even really know like what majority of they are.
Is that
But it
what they
was
say? What a cop-out.
interesting. It was interesting to
Super
see
mutt?
like the little bits and pieces that like made up our dog. Like we found out that like my dog Lola has like chow chow in her, which is so funny because like she does
Ooh.
have like this thick like neck, like
Do they
a
have black
fat
tongues?
yeah, blue. Yeah,
blue,
but
sorry, yeah.
Lola doesn't have that. But we thought that my one dog was more pit bull than my other one, but turns out my other one was more pit bull than so it's like you get to find out like little things that are exciting and interesting.
That's cute.
But it is kind of like at the end of the day, they don't 100%. You can't find out like everything.
At
Yeah.
this point, I should do it. Like I paid for it. It's
Yeah,
already
yeah.
paid
For sure.
It's
Right,
just sitting
right.
there, and it's like I gotta hold your mouth open.
Listen,
She
anytime
looks like she's
right, you gotta hold her mouth open.
sort of
You gotta put it in the mail.
shepherd, maybe like a
golden-
collie,
Yeah,
some
golden
sort of
something.
yeah.
She just has the sweetest little face.
Little
I'm like,
yeah, she's
I
so
like
cute.
tear up when I look at her. Oh my god.
The little white face.
I know. I'm
So
like,
that's happening to Flo too. It's
Sweet
it's so
Yeah.
cute and sad when the dog's face gets
I
all
know.
white. It's so
I
cute. The little,
Ugh.
little grandma face.
I know.
She's so
Does she
sweet.
act, well, you said she oscillates between puppy and
Yeah, puppy
grandma.
and exhausted.
Yeah, that's
Right.
kind of what happens.
Right.
Once a dog reaches, I think like with my old dog, like once Dutcher was like 10,
Mm-hmm.
it was like every day was different, and then all of a sudden it was just like, she's gotta go.
Right.
Gotta go
right,
to sleep,
Right,
the
right.
long sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will.
Rainbow
She'll
Bridge.
sleep all day tomorrow. She'll probably sleep all day Friday to
Yeah.
like rest up for her sisters being home. You know,
Of
for
course.
the holidays.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that's
From daycare.
exciting.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yay!
But anyway, Jack, so I've given this book now to. I don't even know. I went when it came out. I had pre-ordered it. I was so excited because, like, you know, I'm happy for you. I'm so excited for you.
I appreciate it.
I gave it to, I think 5 of my friends now. I have like a stack of them still at my house. Like you'd be like, are you? You know, I know you. I probably could get a
I
couple
love
free
it.
ones, but I've just been buying them off Amazon. And I gave a couple to my friends at dinner last night, like I said. And my friend Yumi actually texted me today and was like, "This book is so cute," and like everybody loves the book, and everyone thinks it's just a heartwarming story, a fun story, and all the better that it's true, and that Susie's real, and that you guys are just, you know, an act of kindness kind of thrust upon you. But I feel like you rose to the occasion and saved a little life.
Yeah, people have been really excited. It's weird because you write the book like 2.5 years ago.
Right.
Like I haven't touched a word in 2.5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you're thinking about the illustrations and even just like networking to get to do things like this. And so then when the book comes out and people like really like it, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot you have to like the actual writing.
Right.
And I've had so many people, like my brother-in-law was at my house for Thanksgiving, and at one point we were driving, and he just goes, yeah, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I'm shocked at how good it is. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that from people. Like,
Totally.
I can't believe you did a good job at this.
Right. It's like, yeah, thanks.
Well, I feel like people could also maybe have like low expectations for like children's books because it's like, oh, a children's book, like how hard could that be?
Right.
But like you really have to write like a captivating story in order to get the attention of a child.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
sometimes
harder.
I read
just blah,
totally.
blah, blah on for like a novel. It's like whatever.
I read so many children's books.
Yeah.
And because I have kids. And then also I started reading a lot more of them as I was working on this. And there are some that like you'll read it to your kids and they're just like, can we never do that again?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I
like
never
that
want
sucks.
That again.
No, that would be worst case scenario.
It was
obviously.
important to me to make it something that kids was like. And I'm hearing from a lot of people, that's just like, hey, my kid requests it every night. Captain Cons went to his sister-in-law's house, and she was just like, "Oh, I got your daughter this book. She's gonna love it. It's so cute." And it was that book. And she was like, "That's
kidding.
my friend." Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
he texted me
wow, what
maybe
a
like
coincidence.
2 weeks ago.
That's so crazy.
He was just like, "Yeah, it's
that's a
getting
great.
everywhere."
Love that.
Yeah,
people are paying attention. That's fantastic. Oh wow, love it. Fantastic. All right. So where Amazon is where I've been getting it.
Yep.
What is the best way to buy it?
Anywhere.
And it doesn't matter. Okay, there's no difference in.
People ask, which is so nice. People are like, where do I buy it where you get them?
Right.
That's, like I feel like I've been
Amazon,
giving Jeff Bezos too
much.
much of my money, but like if it's still coming back to you in the same way,
I mean, at
then
this
that's
point
fine.
in the game, if you need it for Christmas, Amazon will probably
Right.
do it.
Amazon is it.
It's in a lot of Barnes and Nobles across the country. It's in a lot of Walmarts across the country.
Did you go? Like, did you go to the Barnes and Noble? Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
I didn't go to a Barnes and Noble until after Halloween.
Right.
Because it was all, I didn't want to go in, see it, and be like heartbroken. Like not see it and be heartbroken.
Right.
But yeah, if I'm driving around and I'm running errands and I see a Barnes and Noble, I'll just go in and sign them.
That's cool, yeah.
We had to go like 2 weeks ago to South Orange for a birthday party. So I just mapped out Barnes and Nobles on the way.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Here's a weird thing though.
That's cute.
That's really sweet.
Barnes and Noble, I walk in, I grab a stack of books, I go, hey, this is me. Can I sign these? And they go, sure. Walmart, walk in, grab books. Hey, this is me. Can I sign them? Can we see your ID?
Oh.
And I was like, Barnes & Noble does not check my ID.
Wow.
Well, honestly, like,
Walmart.
good for Walmart. Like, you never know.
Good for Walmart.
Like, I
Walmart
was
gets
going to
more-
ask, like, do people, like, yell at you? Like, can you just walk in and start signing
Just
them?
I
Like,
do
you're right.
ask.
Sneaky
I do
signing.
ask.
I would
Yeah.
probably wouldn't. I'd be like hiding in the corner.
I feel like you, like, kind of have to
Walmart,
ask.
though, I guess, gets gets a wider range of person, I
Yeah.
guess, because, Barnes & Noble, you're going for a book.
Yeah.
Walmart, you could be going for anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't think
true.
many people walk into Walmart being like, I bought this book.
Yeah.
I've been in
right.
Barnes and Nobles, and there's another author doing the same thing.
Oh, cool.
Because it does
I didn't
help.
know.
They move it to the front.
Totally.
It helps with the displays.
Smart. I'm like, taking notes.
I got
Yeah,
to
right.
Good to know.
One of the coolest things, because I grew up here in New York. I lived on City Island. My high school girlfriend lived in Brooklyn. So the cities where we would meet, sometimes you're just killing time in the Union Square Barnes and Noble.
For
just walking
sure.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I
the
got
amount
to
of
go and
times.
sign books there. So it's like,
That's really good.
it's
That's
kind
cool.
of a
Full circle.
thing.
Yeah, that's
what
awesome.
a moment that made me feel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
that's fantastic. Oh, Jack, thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us. And we're so happy to put this book on display for you as much as possible.
Woo.
Very happy to have had Susie here, precious angel. We had to take a photo with her
Yeah,
before
totally.
you leave. And
I appreciate you
so
guys
much.
having me.
Thanks. This is just lovely.
Yeah,
We could talk
perfect.
for another hour. I feel like I got to catch up with you on a non-Susie related note, generally speaking.
We're happy to do it. If
Yeah.
anyone from Taylor's team watches this, we're like 30
Exactly,
minutes
yes.
away from the
Taylor
Kelseys.
herself. Well, we're pretty
right there.
convinced. We're pretty convinced Taylor keeps tabs because I don't know if you heard, but one of the last nights of her tour, Taylor did a mashup of two songs that Gia herself came up with.
Yes.
And we discussed it and a clip, and we went back and forth on what she should do, whatever, and then she literally did it a week
Yep.
later. So we're
We're fully convinced you're
there
watching
we
the
go.
show. Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get a Father of the Year mug.
Oh, there
that
you go.
Could help
Exactly.
me. I got one last Taylor
Exactly.
thing. Want to get your opinion. This is my
Oh
wife's
yeah,
opinion.
perfect.
That regardless, she should, and I'm not sexualizing Taylor. I know you guys.
Oh
get,
no, we'll be
upset at
okay.
that.
Yeah.
She should have children with Travis Kelce. Just from a genetic standpoint, this is be like a
For like super
superhuman.
kids.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
superhuman. You've given someone genetically, it's the most talent you could have.
Honestly, it's people say that all the time, and it's kind of back to what we were saying or what I said before about the how they're both families they're so strong families and they've created like a super family. Like it kind of goes it falls in that same category. Like, it's just, you know, it's got to be good people. Regardless of what happens. Like, it's just a positive all around. And I think that people are starting to finally like chill out. I think in the beginning, everyone was like, she's with Travis. They have to get married, have kids right now, blah, 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 like forcing it on and like being
when
weird
they
about
didn't
it.
have the time. Now they'll have the time.
Now they'll have the
like,
time, and it's like you're
travel.
an adult, and it's like they're so who knows? But that would be obviously lovely.
I think whatever she wants to do, yeah.
Any future
is good for her.
But you're right; they'd be superhuman. It'd be like the Incredibles, like literally the superheroes. So lovely, fantastic. But please tell your wife I say hello.
I will.
That's my girl.
I will. She'll watch this.
And the girls as well.
I will.
Who I met Joey when she was a little baby, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
But I've not met Layla.
Yeah.
And that's a travesty.
Come on down during the summer.
I know. We always talk
summer.
about it, and I gotta come. It's time. One of these days, I'm gonna get a car again. Do you know what's going on with my license situation? I
just assume you don't have one.
Yeah, I don't right now. But it expired December 2019, and then COVID happened, and then everything was closed, and then by the time it opened back up, they were like, it's been too long. You have to take a driver's test again. And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? So I haven't done it. So I just don't have a license right now. It's a nightmare.
I went in like 2013 to get my New York license. I had believe Pennsylvania license. I may have had a Florida license.
Sure.
And I went and I get to the last step and they go, your license is suspended. And I was just like, what do you mean? And they go, oh, it's been suspended since 2009. And I'm just like, this has been a while. And it turned out, I forget where I was. It was like New Rochelle or Pelham or something like that. I pulled up to a checkpoint with no seatbelt on, like an idiot.
Okay.
And I got a ticket.
Yeah.
And I mailed in the ticket to pay it I got Christmas money. Like, this was the end of the summer. I'm just out of college. I get Christmas money.
Yeah.
Oh, I could pay this ticket. I mail it, then I move.
Right.
They stopped taking payments by mail on New Year's. So they send it back.
My God.
I'm right out of college. I don't do a change of address.
No, of course.
So I
Who
never
cares?
know. So my license got suspended because I didn't pay that bill.
That's the dumbest.
For years.
That is so dumb.
That's crazy.
That's so dumb.
And then when you want to call, wherever it was, I forget, like I had to call a woman's cell phone. Like I called a number and it was just a lady's cell phone.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Listen, the driving situation, not great. Not good, not great. But anyway, we're going to sort it out. Thank you so much for coming and chatting. Thank you for bringing Susie. She brings joy everywhere she goes. And everybody looking for a stray dog for Christmas, head to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, places where books are.
It's a perfect gift. It's a perfect add-on gift. Like
no, it really is.
Especially if you're like the aunt or uncle who's like not married and everyone's going to be like,
literally me.
What are you doing? When are you bring a book? And everyone's just like, she's got it going on.
I get books for everybody's kids. That's my number one gift to give to people with kids are books, because I feel, first of all, I love the idea of kids like reading books. Like I was a book kid and I just love that idea. But generally, I think it's such a fun like bonding moment. Read the book with your child and whatever. It's just a sweet thing. So yeah, get your hands on some. And thank you so much, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.